honestly, you know, I don't understand the bad reviews that uh, Sonic, you know, Sonic move, the Sonic movie, the second Sonic movie is getting. It's just really stupid to me because like these people are not understanding. Yeah, there are nods to us fans because they get a lot of stuff right and they're doing their own thing. But I feel like people are just expecting this massive epic. Dude, they gave us the Death Egg robot. They gave us the gun agents. People were like, but the human world is stupid. Like, yeah, even when I was watching it, I had my grievances with, like, Sonic movies taking place in our world because literally we could do it in movies, literally. But I don't know, man. I mean, maybe they do another Sonic movie after three. Maybe we might get a CD adaptation or something like it. But the thing I want to just say is this: for those of you that are like reviewing the thing, saying it was like balls to the wall boring, I'm like, motherfucker, it's the '90s movies. It's the '90s movie of Sonic that we never got. I mean, I don't know what you guys thought you were getting yourselves into. Sure, it's gonna be PG. Do you really think it's gonna be straight up Archie to the fans who wanted a straight up Archie Sonic movie? Boys and girls, we're never gonna get that. We gotta be honest. Like, we're never gonna get that. To these fucking, you know, reviewers, they're like, oh, I wanted something of high art, but here I am looking at Sonic the Hedgehog. It's exactly how I feel about like people talking about Rising of the Shield Hero. Like, dude, you obviously don't want to write this review. You obviously have nothing at all to say about it, and you're just trying to fill it. Trying to fill it up. The New York Post is like, but the Master Emerald is a rip off of the rip off of Lord of the Rings, like Sauron's ring. I'm like, motherfucker, let me just tell you something. The ring and the Chaos Emerald are two different things. They are two different things that work in unit and that work in totally different ways. And it really is telling that this person didn't know jack shit about Sonic. And that's okay. I'm not expecting everybody to know everything that I know about Sonic. That's not what I'm saying. But y'all coming into this movie expecting something to be like, really, this is high art, this is thought provoking, this is all these things rolled together. Well, it's just Sonic. And it doesn't have to be anything more than that to me. Y'all motherfuckers were expecting some other shit, but like, it's like some of these motherfuckers got hyped up by reading some of the IDW comics and the RG comics, and we're expecting some like kind of, big grand story. But like, remember this movie universe is still young. We gotta set everything up first. We got Shadow that they're setting up, so that means we'll probably not see Jim Carrey as Robotnik because literally Jim Carrey is like done. He is retiring, so they're probably gonna have to scramble to get another villain. I think they should get Nagas, but that's just me. Some of you guys actually need to learn about more Sonic villains because they exist. You know, and not owned by Ken Penders, by the way. Because oh my God, Ken Penders really does think like since they're using the Echidna Society that he owns, that Enerjack and Locke were in this movie. When really, and let me just say this: since I read the comic, there was no freaking owls beating fighting the ever loving shit out of Enerjack for the fucking Master Emerald. So I don't know what kind of shit Ken Penders is on, but literally he is smoking something, and I think everybody wants whatever he's smoking. honestly, because it's a big leap in logic. Yes, some of the stuff is similar, but they're not rip-offs. It's just Kim Pender's doing the exact same fucking thing he normally does. He overplaying his hand and getting greedy because he sees that money. He sees the movie making buco amount of bucks because even if everybody doesn't like it, kids and Sonic fans like it, and some adults that probably are Sonic fans with their children are gonna like that too, because it kind of gives them both a little bit of a love letter and something for the kids to watch. Arlo kind of doesn't get it, but I kind of understand. He's kind of the one major proponent of like all this stuff. But Unsmark says that the Sonic movie is a good Sonic movie, but on a movie it wouldn't work on its own. Well, you're kind of comparing a sequel to that probably couldn't. Like, you need the first movie to kind of give you context. Because, not a lot of people know who Sonic is. And I even think, like, a little, like, I think it could stand on its own, to be honest. All these people that just really just, honestly, it's not the negativity, it's the fact that they just, I didn't want to watch Sonic, but I gotta write this review. I gotta be a fucking idiot. And some of us reviewers have to be edgelords too. Why didn't they just kill off fucking Tails? I'm like, because no, it's his debut and they're not gonna kill off Tails. They never killed off Tails, so could y'all just, to that reviewer, I gotta say, please, you guys don't know this. You guys don't know Sonic. Play a fucking Sonic game. Play 2, play 3, play freaking Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, and you'll get some sort of sense of what these games are to people and why it means so much to people. While you're just sitting there trying to hammer out the review because everybody else is going to see it. But you're going to sit there and write, well, I was just thoroughly bored. Well, yeah, maybe because it's probably not... Maybe it's because you just didn't gel with it. It's like when I try to explain Homestuck to a bunch of people that really aren't interested in it. They're not going to understand or get it. They're going to see me talk about fucking class specs and be like, what the fuck? And then I talk about freaking Doom timelines. They'll be like, what the fuck? So yeah, and this is why I feel like we can never have like an Archie Sonic movie, because these motherfuckers would not understand a goddamn thing. They wouldn't. They would all be like, I don't understand a thing. This is incomprehensible. I can't follow it because I can't pay attention because I got the attention span of like I got attention span of a little mouse. Because that's what these freaking reviews I've seen kind of show me, that like these people couldn't even pay attention to the movie. They were just looking for things to find. And if you don't like the movie, cool. But it just seems like they were thoroughly bored. Like, why am I doing this shit? You get that kind of thing in these reviews. My review, you kind of get it that I'm a long-term Sonic fan and I'm accepting of this new lore, even though I would want to do something different. But I still love it because it's a good attempt at trying to make a very good Sonic movie. And we all may have our ideas, our own wants, our own needs. But we gotta understand, even our own ideas to a general public, they're not gonna understand. Say like I want to put like Archie stuff in there. Like everything. I'm talking everything. I'm talking about the Sword of Acorns. I'm talking about the Sonic Quest storyline. I'm talking about everything for the Archie comic books, right? I'm saying everything. Do you think a normal person who hadn't seen the Archie comic books would be able to follow everything we're doing if we all just did this together like some sort of joint project? No, they're not. You know why? You know why Sonic? You know why the season 3 team is doing so well? Because one, there is a fan base of Sonic fans from the 7 a.m. days who still want to see a season 3 of Sonic. Anybody else who's just coming right in, not seeing the first one, not seeing the first 2 seasons, they're not gonna be impressed. It's kind of like when the Jungle movie came out. We're all happy because we grew up with Arnold. We grew up with Hey Arnold. But not a lot of kids are gonna be like, oh, what is this character with the football head? It's like people are gonna look at this and people looked at kids looked at it and were like not interested, but we were because we've been waiting. Do I feel like they need to review better? No. Do I feel like the New York Post needed to actually understand that there's magic MacGuffins and there's magic. I hate saying that word MacGuffins, but there's magic items in every work of fiction, and sometimes there may be overlap, but like legit, people. It just goes to show this man has never seen anything other than Tolkien's work. Yes. I mean, again, these people are expecting something hard hitting when it's just a Sonic movie, and that's not a bad thing. For me, it did exactly what I knew it was gonna do, and it improved in a lot of areas. It actually gave the human characters more to do. We got Agent Stone with freaking Eggman, and that shit was funny and kind of creepy. Yeah, y'all say it's loving. Nah, man. Agent Stone's like one of those people that would literally be by your side to stalk the living fuck out of you. It gives me Future Diary vibes, okay? It gives me very just Future Diary vibes. And for all the regular people that don't know what that means, look it up, man. I ain't your fucking dictionary for everything. Actually, use that thing you got in your browser. It's called a search bar. Type in Future Diary or Unogasai, and you'll find out what I mean, okay? It's not that hard. I'm just saying. Wouldn't kill you to, and for some of these reviewers that don't know Sonic, it wouldn't kill you to do a little bit of research. I always say to everybody, do your research with any topic you don't know. Because if you do it, you'll understand the topic more. You'll understand why everybody loves. You'll understand why everybody loves this freaking series so much. But but everybody does have everybody is entitled to their opinion. I just feel like when I look at these reviews, they really miss the point. Because think about it. Pretend for a minute that you've always wanted to see a Sonic movie when you were a kid. You get to see the OVA. The OVA is good. It's serviceable. You actually, you like it. You quote it every now and again. You quote it in even your work. You love it. But you still yearn for that big screen Sonic movie that everybody can see. And you have so many ideas for how that would work. You try to do your own Sonic work. Doesn't work because not a lot of people are basically even wanting to help you. You try and try and try and try. You even try doing it yourself for a change. But then you just sit there and go, every time you try, it doesn't work. And then you find out that there's a bunch of canceled Sonic movies that never really saw the light of day. Because literally, just a lot of things happened that didn't necessarily mean that the movies were getting greenlit. There was going to be a Sad AM movie, didn't happen because of Henders. There was going to be a whole bunch of things, never happened because of other reasons. So when you're older and you finally get that moment to see the first Sonic movie, at first you're like, okay, it's going to be the standard thing, it's unimpressive. But then, and then after reason, you're like, yay, this is good. And then you find out they're making a 2. And you're like, oh, okay, Sonic 2 is coming out. That's looking cool. You're seeing the little logo. You're like, oh shit, that has Tails in it. And then last year you're like at the Game Awards. I mean, you're not at the Game Awards, but you're at a stream with your friends watching it. And then you see the Master Emerald. You see Larenson. You see Knuckles. And you, your girlfriend, and everybody else lose their shit. Because they're just like you. They've always wanted something like this to happen. And they weren't expecting it. So then there's a little bit of a wow factor there. And here's the eternal question. Why do folks like me love Sonic? Well, I can't speak for everybody. I damn sure can't speak for Richard Kuda. But to me, when I was a little kid, with a disability, right? Sonic gave me hope. That, yeah, I may not do everything like all the other kids, but I can still press onward. I can still move forward and still do more. And you're like, Bugsy, that playing the Genesis games really said that to you? Well, that and the Sonic media, which was like Sad AM, big influence on me actually. If you don't know, and it's because of that I have a deeper respect for Sonic. Some people have weird, creepy attachments to Sonic. Some people fetishize Sonic. Some people have their own OCs, which is not cringy, but sometimes they'll have their characters shipped with the character, and that's okay. It's like it's a minefield depending on what you do with it. And if you're tripping about people that love Sonic, then I feel like you have a problem. Like, if you're constantly searching and looking for Sonic fans to just make fun of and ridicule and go, ha 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 ha, you're weird. To me, yeah, there's a bunch of Sonic fans that are weird, but for the people that you really don't actually know, there are people that do Sonic music for animated projects. There are people that do Sonic animation in Source and other places. There are people making full-blown fan-made animated Sonic shows and games. But y'all just think, the automatic person will think, oh, it's just you gotta be autistic to like Sonic, which is a freaking thing I just hate. Because you make it look like autism is a fucking bad thing. It really isn't. People, those people just don't understand. People with autism, you know, just think differently. You know, just have their brains wired differently than us. It's not a disease or anything. It's not like the signifier that a person has autism. I feel like people just don't they just don't want to understand why someone likes a blue cartoon hedgehog. What does it actually mean to them? Because they never ask those questions. Because either they don't want to, they never asked, or never wanted to really think about it. Because because for certain YouTubers, it's easy to point and laugh at a Sonic fan. It's easy to point and laugh at every other Sonic fan. But I think it's even harder for those people to really understand why we all love Sonic. Why Sonic means so much to us. Why do we have so many good memories tied to it? And some people would say, well, you guys are just being man children, not letting go of your nostalgia. Funny thing about nostalgia, it can blind you, it can shield you from the truth, but when nostalgia is used correctly, you can it's like going back in a time machine just for a little bit to just chill, relax, and do the things you used and think and do the things you used to do, if only for like a few minutes. And Sonic will always be nostalgic to me. Sonic and Mario were the first video game characters I ever played. And I will always love both Sonic and Mario. Mario really didn't really speak to me with any like message other than save the princess. But Sonic always spoke to me, keep running, keep moving, keep going forward. And you know, that was reinforced in Sonic and the Black Knight. Like, the world may be short, and you may not have a lot of time on it, but make it the best time you could ever possibly have. That's why I love Sonic. And yeah, sometimes I don't like how Sonic has been flanderized, you know, ever since the meta era, because it's always like, ha ha ha, look at us, aren't we funny? Isn't the blue hedgehog funny? And I just hate that Sonic is never taken seriously. Because ever since '06, everybody's been using Sonic as the punching bag. Take it, be it IGN, be it all these other gaming sites, Sonic has always been this huge ass punchline to a joke that we've heard so many times. If it ain't about the games or '06, it's about the fans that are into the fetish art and a bunch of other shit. And trust me, I've hated, fucking downright hated when people would talk about that. Because you have to be looking for that shit. You have to be literally looking for that shit to actually see it. And I can't speak for every fan that has done wrong, has done something wrong or fucked up in this fandom. Hell, I'm still the fucking fan brat basher, you guys. What that means is I used to deal with a bunch of Sonic fans even back in the day. But that doesn't mean we're all fucked up motherfuckers. Just the ones that latch on to Sonic to supplement what's missing in their lives. You know? Be that a parental figure. Be that a girlfriend, which most of the Sonic fans really do. You know? To say that Sonic is a role model to me is kind of, I wouldn't say role model, more like a motivator. For me, at least. So when people say, "Oh, look at that Sonic fan. Why are they obsessed with Sonic?" I'm like, how about you ask? How about you actually talk to a Sonic fan? I mean a legit one. Talk to an actual Sonic fan. Actually understand why they like Sonic. And see what that truly means to them. Instead of openly assuming we're all just freaking people on DA, wanking it to furry porn. I can't speak for Richard Kuda, and I don't plan to. That dude has so many problems, it ain't even funny. I ain't even gonna talk about Ian Flynn, who literally, to me, is not really the best writer. I'm very concerned about Sonic Frontiers. But, all the other Sonic fans are like, no, this is going to be good because he's here. He's the golden boy that can't do anything wrong. And even though I'm a Sonic fan, there are a lot of subsets I'm in. I am a fan who loves shipping a blue hedgehog with a chipmunk. And a lot of people say, well, Bugsy, Sally's this, Sally's that. And I go, okay, Sally's this, Sally's that. But do you ever see any indication that Sally's this or that? When I mean this or that, when people say that Sally's a slut and all this other shit. Mostly, in every other part of the comic, there was a motivation of why Sally does what she does. All these people that are like Amy fans just see Sally as this fucking obstacle that needs to be beaten, that needs to be slapped, that needs to be taken down a peg. And it's the most saddest thing in the world because all these freaking little Amy fans don't understand is that she did come first. But try telling them that. They'll like when I used to roleplay, all these freaking Amy fans would just be so bitchy when I just bring up the word Sally. Like, seriously, it's like I said fucking Voldemort and everybody just goes, how dare you say that name? It's so stupid. Most Sonic fans have some Sonic fans really have their own problems to deal with. Take Sonic 93, for example. A person who is irreversibly in love with Silver. To the point where she fucked up every chance of having just a regular kind of career on YouTube. Because it's all about Silver and misrepresenting that's what she did. And then we got the people that are outside the fandom, like Blackbuster Critic, Lucy Artist. He probably isn't around anymore. And then we have Mr. Sega. All these motherfuckers bring their own brand of why people think that every last Sonic fan is cringe. Lucy Artist was just a troll. Blackbuster Critic would just look at the most messed up Sonic fan and just apply it to everybody. And Mr. Sega was saying some stupid shit about like, we're gonna take the Sonic fandom, we're gonna take the Sonic games back from the Nintendo fans, which made no fucking sense to me. None whatsoever. It's like a good thing. I can't even find that dude anymore, so I don't know. He probably left or whatever. And then we got the people who would judge a Sonic game before it comes out and be like, well, I judged it on the freaking trailer. And I'm like, okay, but I feel like you should judge it. You should play it to really figure out why. And worst case scenario, you can just trade the game back if you don't like it. And on the terms of like fucking Steam, again, you can ask for a refund. I've done it several times with games that just kind of suck on Steam. So it's like, what are you really losing out of all this? Nothing. And we got Paul and Amy who did did this horrible thing to these 12-year-olds that I can't even really talk about on here. And that motherfucker is in jail still paying for it all. Like, there's always going to be a dark side to every fandom. That is unavoidable. To say that every fandom is like genuine and nice all the time, 99%, is a fallacy. It's more like 50-50. But to sit there and always think, well, that every Sonic fan in existence wants to get down with every other Sonic character, again, that's another fallacy. Because you don't know these people. Some probably do. And I'm not going to shame anybody for that. That's their business. It's not mine. I'm not going to sit there and be like, ew, you're weird if you want to fuck. If you want to fuck, like, Sonic the Hedgehog or any of the other characters. That's their business. It becomes my business when you start fucking with people over your said love for a fictional character. That to me is fucked up. And when I saw IGN go, Sonic was never good, that was when all of us fans got together and said, IGN, shut the fuck up, you assholes. And don't even get me started on IGN. They pay you $20 for a review. Oh, how the mighty have fallen, but that's not the point. That's another video for another day. But that's when we all unified against them. For one brief and shining moment, all of us Sonic fans were unified. The one thing I set out to do when I was the Fangraph Basher actually happened for like a good week or so. And then we were back into each other's throats the following weeks after. And there are people that ship their actual selves with these characters. And yeah, it's weird, but if they ain't hurt nobody, why the fuck do we care? Some YouTubers just do it for views. And then we got the Sonic tubers. We got the Sonic tubers that sit there and cry when there ain't no news. They're like, oh my god, there's no Sonic news. Our channel will dry up because I don't do anything other than talk about Sonic. That's something I try to break out of. But sometimes, when the mood arises, I'll talk about Sonic. Because I'm never really going to cut Sonic out of the channel because really, I love the franchise. For all of its great achievements and great misses, I'm still here. And I know for some people they jump ship during Sonic Boom. But like I said, with 06 and freaking Boom, I still stayed in. Lost World, still stayed in. Forces, had fun Avatar character didn't really like the story. Colors was a good little deviation before it actually became the norm. Sonic Unleashed, I fucking love Sonic Unleashed. I will beat anybody who disrespects the Werehog. Not for real, but I will verbally get in a debate with them for that. People really just. People have their own opinions and their own reasons of why they like Sonic. If that's not a good enough answer for you. And then we got the fans who were fans, but either because a lot of people were either demanding Sonic, or them just getting tired of it, or seeing the worst of the community. They literally just make videos talking about how the Archie Sonic comics are bad because too many extra characters. Yeah, DJ Sonic Freak, I'm talking about you. Yeah, I still haven't forgotten either. Like, with DJ Sonic Freak, it was always like, anything the fans make is garbage. Motherfucker, why is your name DJ Sonic Freak? Why did you make a bunch of Sonic beats back in the day? If everything that the fans make is garbage or cancer, I mean, wouldn't that apply to your whole account, your whole channel and account as well? Like, I like his stuff nowadays is a little bit better, and he's not solely talking about Sonic anymore, like really trying to take all these bad takes. Because people nailed him in the comments about the Archie Sonic mostly. And they got him. And I remember he had no comment for my video. None. Because they roasted him in those comments, man. He'll probably say to you, not like he cares, but I mean, he didn't have nothing to say to them back. Kind of fun, kind of like that N-Cube dude that was like, I'm waiting for Master Chief to be announced in Smash. Kind of like that kind of, it's same kind of energy. But every Sonic fan is different. You'll find you can find a good one if you know how to look for one. You can find a weird one if you think that if they obsess over one little thing and they don't try other things. Like, that's their key fixation. Like, to a very uncomfortable level. Again, every Sonic fan is different. How they think, how they act, and why they like Sonic. And I'm saying, instead of always saying, why the fuck does anybody like Sonic? Just ask them, and ask somebody, and they'll tell you. It's not that hard, man. Don't act like it's like the most Herculean task, like you're gonna get thrown into some fetishy shit. Like, no. I just say don't talk to the Sonic Amy fans. You will be fine, okay? Because I like shipping as much as the next guy, but holy shit, the Sonic Amy fans have gotten a little restless. The crazy ones though. The sane, I've only known one sane one, and her name is Sylvia. She's okay. But every other Sonic Amy fan I've ever known is just so freaking crazy. Because they either see themselves as Amy, cough, cough, Amy Rose Queen, or they just want Sonic to be with Amy because they self-insert themselves as Amy. Or your true love hearts, you just want a good moment between Sonic and Amy. You don't really do anything else other than Sonic and Amy. If you could put Sonic and Amy as like a drug that you could snort, you'd probably do it if you true love hearts. Like there will always be weird. There will always be weirdos in any fandom. Okay, there will always be outliers that are the worst. But you always gotta see it as not a gray area thing. I mean, you gotta see it as a gray area because there are good fans and there are weird fans. There are a lot of fans that are dumb and there are a lot of fans that are Richard Kuda. Well, that's an insult to every other fan that acts the way he does, like a baby. But that's not the point. You just gotta take the good with the bad sometimes, and maybe it's not, this video isn't what you want to hear, and maybe it's not what you came for, but it's something I feel that a lot of people, non-Sonic fans and regular Sonic fans, need to freaking hear. I'll say this about us Archie and SAM fans. We don't get shit. I'm going to tell you this right now. Comics is the only thing we've ever gotten as Archie fans. We've never gotten any merch. Not even a mention in a game. The Freedom Fighters only got mentioned in Sonic Spinball because literally I really do believe that Sonic Spinball was supposed to be the precursor, was supposed to follow up with the actual Sonic SAM game, but I can never prove this. But we don't get a lot. We don't get really much of anything. Everything we get is either fan made. You want a Scourge or Fiona piece of merch? You gotta go to Etsy and hope to God that it's of quality. People have made movements to try and bring the Freedom Fighters back, to try and bring Sally back, but to no avail. We're kind of hoping that first four figures, when Sally finally gets down to finally them making a statue of her, we're all going to buy it because we want to support it. There will always be people like Amy Rose Lover who just think if Sally even is acknowledged, she's coming back and taking Amy down with her. Those are how crazy those Son Amy fans can really get. But again, we Archie fans and we SAM fans don't get a lot of stuff. Again, we're getting season 3, but that's only because everything's fan made. We're not getting it from the official source, but that's okay. We got dedicated people that want to work on this. And that's fine. I feel like the only way I can really tell you, the only way I can really tell all of you about just being a Sonic fan is just, enjoy Sonic for why you like it. You don't have to be a part of the community. You don't have to even like half of us. But don't blame the Sonic community for every little thing that happens to Sonic. And I love Sonic, but I feel like Sega needs to focus on other franchises for once. I mean, we do get more Yakuza. We do get more like PSO. PSO 2 New Genesis. A game I grapple with every day. But I do wish they'd go back to some of their older stuff. Hell, I played a Mugen that had Sega characters and Capcom characters, and the Sega characters were deep cuts that I was like, oh my god, someone actually remembered my boy. They actually remembered Vector Man. They actually remembered Like a lot of these other Sega characters, I'm like, wow, and people made sprites for them too. And then I got surprised because then they had Sakura from freaking Sakura Wars, which I always feel like Sakura Wars never gets the respect that it deserves, and a bunch of other stuff. But that will be a topic for another day. Sonic will keep on running, regardless of what any of us really have to say. Because regardless of where you think Sonic is or how you feel about Sonic, the countless amounts of creativity outweigh the bad shit. Always in my mind. And if you say, well, that doesn't work for me, I'm talking about myself, man. I'm talking about myself and a few other people that actually do share my mindset. And if you can't understand that, well, I got nothing else to say. Peace. And remember, I'll say it one more time. And I am not talking about old people. Motherfucker, I used to say this one little phrase for Sonic Boom Month. And it's been so long because we ain't even at June yet. And I might bring it back in June. I am not sure, but I'll say it. Rock on, boomers. Actually, it felt kind of good to say that. I didn't really feel like this was a horrible thing and made my own self cringe. But for you guys that are probably like, this is cringe, well, hey, you clicked on this video. So, choke on my jester shoes. That's all I gotta say. If you don't like that, then it is what it is. But I'll tell you this. I will always be a Sonic fan, and if I have kids, I'm gonna pass that down to them too. It's just what I feel needs to be. It's what I feel I would want to do. So, peace, everybody. And if none of you like that, well, hey, you got your Sonic content. It just ain't what you expected. Peace.